Good morning, friends. It's Carly back here in my mailroom getting ready to ship out 4 items that sold for me yesterday. Like I said yesterday, my video disappeared. I only had 1 item go out, but I did have 12 go out on Monday. So sales are starting to pick up slowly, but that's a good sign. So let's get started, and at the end I will update the map for the latest sales. I already updated the map, did the video, which went kaput. So we had 1 new scratch off on there, which I'll share. But aside from that, it was just repeats. Let's get started. The first up, I don't do clothes. I buy clothes. Sometimes I don't like clothes I buy. This is a pair of Carhartt leggings. Yeah, sure, they're leggings because there's no zippers and all that stuff, but they're not like the leggings I wear. So I decided to reposh these, which makes it a lot easier to do. I didn't get anywhere near the price I paid. I paid $30 for these plus shipping, and they sold for $22. So obviously not a clothing reseller. This is just better than donating them, right? So I lost money, but I didn't lose as much money if I just donated them. They are new with tags, so that works. Then over on eBay, the first thing that sold is, this is much more my speed, a vintage spice tin. This is huge. It is an industrial institutionalized size of red pepper, and it is full, has never been used. People like to display this stuff. It's great for a prop. It's also good for assemblages. People make things with this, like holiday type stuff. It does have some nice colors, like red, white, and blue. So maybe somebody has some kind of Independence Day themed assemblage. I know I say it wrong all the time. Idea for this. So I picked this up for $1 around the holidays. It sold for $24, so that's a nice little profit on there, and it is from 1977 for those who are curious. Then this has been sitting around for almost a year. I would pick it up again. It's called Dynadiver, and it's like a game from back in 1977. So I guess you fill it up with water, and I don't know what you're supposed to do. So I had it listed high. Somebody's like, I see it's listed for a while. Would you take 40? I was like, yes, I'm happy to take $40. They are paying, I think, $5 shipping. So I'm not sure how that got missed. It must have been an offer when I was updating my shipping. So I'm happy to see this head out today. And then lastly is this vintage planter of a lady who's very glamorous. I use like keywords in there, not just planter, but you can use it for makeup brushes if you clean it out a little bit or put an insert in there. There's all different kinds of things. You want to fancy a little thing for your barware, or fancy things for your utensils, it can work for that too. I picked it up for $2. It sold for $25. I probably wouldn't pick it up again because it is free shipping. I just get enamored by vintage items, and this was made by Samson Import Company in 1962. She's gorgeous. Would I pick her up again? Probably not. So let's go to the map. So what I did scratch off last week was Louisiana. So we're starting to really fill in, and we have one today for New York. So we're packing up numbers there. Then we're gonna slide over to Ohio. Then we're gonna go to Arizona. But guess what, y'all? This is exciting. We're gonna scratch off Alaska. So the Carhartt leggings are heading there. So that's really exciting. So phew, that was a lot of scratching there to make Alaska fill in, but it was totally worth it. Now look at the map. We're really starting to build up, and it hasn't even been 6 months yet. So have you guys scratched off Alaska? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.